closing in on game time at Miller Park. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Just a short drive west of downtown, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Game number 3 of this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, and I think right now both teams are just trying to get into the flow of the season. And it's a first series. You just want to get through this, start getting used to playing every day. Hopefully come out of the gate strong.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. They'll match up against an ace and a workhorse all wrapped into one, the all-star right-hander Yovani Gallardo. Justin Upton will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 1-1 now to Upton. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Ball 2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Davis is under this one as he makes the play to retire Upton for the game's first out. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's look at how the Brewers align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Chris Johnson will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Braun has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Freddie Freeman will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And he misses there. 1-2. The pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a great half inning of work by Yovani Gallardo. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Now a look at the starting lineup for Ron Renicke's Milwaukee Brewers, and it looks like this. They'll match up against the young left-hander Mike Minor. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Gene Segura will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. And there's ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Hard hit over second, and that'll carry over the head of Uggla and on into right center, a base hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Aramis Ramirez will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
Move that runner to second base.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Simmons on to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Evan Gattis leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Evan Gattis.
Now here's the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Three and 0 now.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Jason Hayward will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And good movement on the slider there from Gallardo. It's strike one. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He's running towards second, and this is fouled back and out of play. Here's a look over to first, and late reactions, and they got him.
This is something you definitely don't need when you've got a guy at the plate that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. That's a costly mistake there. Just not smart baseball.
The 1-2 coming from Gallardo. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. Oh, and Reynolds with some trouble. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
And he'll be the first to tell you, this may be a ball he should have had. You can see he gets the glove down in time, but it was definitely a tough play. You can't give a guy an error on a ball like that.
Andrelton Simmons will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And that misses 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Pitch here fouled away. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. Back to first, and he throws it away.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
So a runner at first with two away, and that'll bring in the powerful second baseman, Dan Uggla. Here's the first pitch to him. On Gallardo with the good live fastball. That's 0-1. And a swing and a miss as Uggla falls behind here quickly, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with two away.
It looked like a two-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this is past Ramirez down the line, a fair ball. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Boy, he comes through with a 2-out, 2-strike RBI. That's a real confidence builder right there, and conversely, that's very deflating if you're out there on the mound.
B.J. Upton will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch on its way to Upton. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Two out with the man at first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Get out of here, Brave.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Braun is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate one. On now to the bottom of the second. The Braves lead it 1-0. Ryan Braun will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now a liner caught out there by Simmons. Needed that one to be a few feet higher, and the leadoff man is gone to start the home second.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. At the knees, strike one.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Let's go, Brewers!
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Fastball at the knees. Strike 3 called as that zone gets lower and lower and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. It remains 1-0. Mike Minor will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3.
Come on, Blue Crew.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One and two now. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And one gone now in the Atlanta third.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And
Now batting.
he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Justin Upton will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, one man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Gomez is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
The batter, number 23, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson will try it again. He flew out his first time. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Down and away, ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 1-0. Ricky Weeks will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early. And
he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Come on, Brewers!
That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. On to first by Johnson, and there's one gone.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count, 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Mark Reynolds digs in at the plate. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Johnson backs up and takes care of it, 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher,
Giovanni Gallardo will get his first opportunity now. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee-high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Hard hit towards center. Hayward will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail this one 1-0. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Evan Gattis will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1.
That last pitch was number 50 already. And with 1 out in the 4th, that's way too many.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Gomez is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jason Hayward will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Up and in for ball one.
1-0.
Up top, it's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Andrelton Simmons will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Hayward holding tight. Here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2. He's set. Now the pitch. Off and running is Hayward. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Gene Segura will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Shortstop, Gene Segura.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. No, he tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Let's go, Brewers!
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Aramis Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Freeman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 1-0. Dan Ugla will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman, Dan Ugla.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 2, B.J. Upton.
B.J. Upton will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Up with it is Weeks. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 36, Mike Minor.
Mike Minor will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Go, shut him down.
First pitch coming. In there, 0-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Ryan Braun will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's the first offering. In there, strike one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Move the runner along.
Now the first pitch. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Here comes the 1-2. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Chris Davis will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Hayward is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Ricky Weeks will stand in. He grounded out his first time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
check of brawn, now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
All right, let's go.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Minor ready with a 1-2. Pitch runs in on him as this is fisted out to the right side of the mound. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Justin Upton will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Left fielder.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
A 1-1 now to Upton. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Out to short for Segura. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Chris Johnson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, man, are you crazy?
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
Get out of here, Brave.
Now here's the pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here he comes on 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Payoff pitch one more time. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Well, these guys knew coming in that this was going to be a tough assignment, and it's been all that and more. This guy, he's as good as advertised, and he's had his way with a pretty good lineup here.
Freddie Freeman will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 1-0. Mark Reynolds will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
The 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And taken in out there for the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Scooter Gennett has grabbed a bat now, so it appears he'll hit for the pitcher Gallardo.
Scooter Gennett.
Get that shot in front of him.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Come on, you can do it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Gene Segura will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is hit on the ground down the line to third. And this is past Johnson down the line. It's a fair ball. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Carlos Gomez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Let's go, Carlos.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. On the ground down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one, but before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Tom Gorzolani will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Tom Gorzolani.
Evan Gattis will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Fouled back. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Jason Hayward will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And a fastball here, but he's right on that thing as this is smoked into center field for a base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll round it and try for third. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Andrelton Simmons will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. Infield in all around. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now, and the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it, but at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Michael Fiers is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Michael Fiers, 64. Fiers for the Brewers.
Dan Uggla will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Throw over to first, and the runner back. The 1-2 with 1 away. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Full count now, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is lined into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit, his second of the afternoon. Around third is Simmons now, heading for the plate. And Lucroy's tag will come too late, safe at home plate.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
B.J. Upton will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. For Ugla, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Let's get him down right here.
A look at Ugla at second, now the pitch. Breaking ball, that's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Breaking ball misses the corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think that's enough toying with him now. I bet he comes right at him on 2 and 2.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Mike Minor will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away.
Stop him right here.
And that's in there for a strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. The Braves on top, 3-0. Aramis Ramirez will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow.
Aramis Ramirez.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this gets down out there for Ramirez. Should be extra bases. The relay. But he'll be in there with a double.
It's just their fourth hit of the ball game, but this is one of their better swings they've had all game long, and winds up going for a double.
Ryan Braun will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. First offering on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor, 2-1 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
The 1-0 pitch. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Jordan Walden will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Chris Davis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that definitely didn't go according to plan. Comes right out of the bullpen to walk the first guy he faces and force home a run. You have to wonder if he'll even get another shot to redeem himself.
Ricky Weeks will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and it's now 5-3.
Talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't gonna have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives him the lead here in the late going.
Johnny Venters is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Mark Reynolds will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. Now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Swung on and a fair ball rolled weakly up the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target. You see it run in and catch him right about thigh high. I have a feeling the bruise will be worse than the pain, and that'll leave a nice rainbow for a good couple of weeks.
Caleb Gindel will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Caleb Gindel.
And that's up and in for ball one.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Three and 0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Here he comes on 3-0. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
And he lays off, ball four, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. You know, there are certain guys who just have to earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
Gene Segura will dig in. He doubled his last time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. sinker is right there for a called strike 2. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. To the hole, left side, and it's through, a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Freddie Garcia will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Carlos Gomez will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And this is low, but I'll block nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout.
Well, this is definitely a rough spot to get thrown into a ball game. Bases loaded, nobody out, but he's up to the task here and gets a huge first out here on the strikeout.
Aramis Ramirez will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. To the left side, that's a base hit as it's through into left. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Well, I don't think they're in the clear just yet, but things are starting to look a little bit better after that at-bat. That makes this a 3-run lead now, 6-3. And now the hope is that the back end of that bullpen can go ahead and just finish this one off.
Ryan Braun will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, he's been patient here with the bases loaded, but he's backed himself into a corner now.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Well, here's just a classic sequence here as we check it out again on Show Track. A couple of good pitches here to get him ahead 0-2. And then knowing that a hitter's got to protect the outer half when you're down in the count, they turn to the slider that starts in the zone, then breaks out of the zone, and he just can't hold up.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in now, needing to come through here with the bases loaded and 2 men out. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
Let's get a hit. Come on.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 2 out, bases loaded. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Brewers 6 and the break. Brandon Kinsler will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Brandon Kinsler.
Justin Upton will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike. Brad, get your breath here.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Strike.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2.
Let's go after this guy.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. And now a pitch on the way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Full count, 3 and 2.
Yeah, and on 2 and 2 to start an inning, that's a call you'd like to get.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball, 1 gone. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Chris Johnson will try again, 0 for 3 thus far.
Brad, get your breath here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Freddie Freeman will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Let's go! Shut him down! Come on now, let's hit right here!
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Well, for Johnson, he's at second with his second double of this young season.
Let's kill the inning right here!
And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
And with that tying run on deck, he should get something good to hit right here, 3-1. If it's me, I'm looking for a fastball middle in.
1 out and a runner on second base. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And, oh, it comes up on him there as it kicks off the glove. He'll come home with it. And on the error, a run is going to score. Tyler Thornburg is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tyler Thornburg.
Gerald Laird will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11, Gerald Laird.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Jason Hayward will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. And that's dead center for strike 1.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate and nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Come on now, let's get a K right here!
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will get foul for strike 2. Fouled straight back. 2 out with a man at first. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Milwaukee leads it 6-4. Gerald Laird will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 11, Gerald Laird.
Chris Davis will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Chris Davis.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now a ball lined toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, what a great play there in right center field. You know, he may have taken up a little sod on that play, too, because he pretty much stuck the landing. But he's able to make that play, and he looks like he's okay as well.
Ricky Weeks will stand in. A grand slam for him in his last at-bat. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label. So that's a great take.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Ugla ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Mark Reynolds will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And Reynolds wisely lays off there. It's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes on 2-2. 3-2 now.
Wow. Very close with that one. Now, I don't think I'd recommend taking that pitch again on a 3-2, though.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're up 6-4. Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here. Jim Henderson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 29, Jim Henderson. Now playing first base and batting in the 9th spot, number 24,
Andrelton Simmons will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for Atlanta, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Dan Uggla will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
B.J. Upton will stand in as their last chance now. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. swing and a tapper out in front. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, you know, it winds up taking 6 pitchers to get it done, but they do get the victory in the end, and so that's all that matters.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. The offensive hero this afternoon for the Brewers was this guy right here, Ricky Weeks. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 6-4. So long from Milwaukee.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game NCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.